Well, hello everyone. It's your pal Antoine, and today we're back with some more Resident Evil 2. This episode is a weird one because I'm mixing up my memory and it's very terrible. But I do know that when I looked through, we fought some lickers. We, I think, we did all this password stuff and all. I don't know. Um, what I do know is that we did double check some things. And we might have gotten. I think we went up to the clock tower. Makes sense. I think we went all the way back up to the clock tower and then we went back down and then some other thing happens. Yeah, that's the goal for today. Watchman's Diary. Yay, yeah. Okay, more reading. Which, luckily, we don't have to do in Claire's playthrough. August 11th, I finally had the chance to see blue skies for the first time in ages, but it did little to lift my spirits. I was reprimanded by the chief for neglecting my duties while I was up on the clock tower. There's only one thing I still don't understand. What I mean by the Claire statement was some of the stuff in her playthrough we already read, like this, for example, and the chief seemed to be more concerned about the fact that I was up on the tower rather than that I was neglecting my duties. Why was access to the clock tower prohibited in the first place, anyway? He put a chess piece for, this right here. Oh, I should have read it for Claire, because it might have been different. September 5th, I recently talked to the old man who works in this out back. His name is Thomas. He's a quiet man and really seems to enjoy chess. He even went so far to a specific key and lock engraved with chess pieces on them for one of the doors in the disposal yard. That's as fast as I can get it. And I actually gave myself time. That's cool. That's great. He even went so far as to designing special key and lock engraved with chess pieces on them for one thing. For the thing in the sewers, which changed for Claire. Wait, Claire still has it. I don't even know. We made plans to play chess one night. I can't help but wonder how good he is. One thing that's been bothering me about him is the way that he's always scratching himself. Does he have some sort of skin disease? Or is he just rude? September 9th, Thomas was a much better player than I had imagined. I used to think of myself as a fairly decent player, but he did a pretty good job of humbling me. About the one thing I imagined that could match his skill in chess is his appetite. And all the guy did was talk about... Hold on. Ooh. Food. Throughout the entire game, he sounded fairly healthy, but he didn't look quite right. I wonder if he's okay. He's a zombie. September 12th, I was supposed to play another game of chess with Thomas, but he had to cancel it because he hasn't been feeling too well. He stopped by to see me, but I told him to go back and rest since he literally looked like The Walking Dead. Hey, anyone watch it? The whole thing? I'm still stuck at season 8, I think. Or, yeah, season 8. You could probably guess why I'm stuck there, if you did watch The Walking Dead. Sad times. He insisted that he was just fine, but I could tell he was really having problems. Come to think of it, I haven't been feeling too good myself lately. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you get bit too, my boy? I mean, some cop is on the floor when we went and read this letter, so that could be you or the chest man. Wait, is the chest man a cop too? Or no? The Watchman's diary has been filed. Rest in peace to the both of y'all and the rest of the RPD department. Let's go get this Magnum right now. Will you take the Magnum? Yes, sir. I will only be using this for boss fights, by the way. So, yeah. Also, I like the knife sound when we hit the metal. That was pretty satisfying. A picture of a man on a carriage, as we could see there. That horse, a duck. Sorry, my bad. Has a dark beak. Something is on the wheel. The cogwheel we need for the clock tower. Light the queen, the king, and the jack, which are cards. I knew that, so I was like, wait, what are the values? Because I did not know that. And I'm sorry that I do not play card games that much. Anyway, then the carriage will start running. Maybe the cogwheel blocked or stopped the wheel from spinning, so we take it out and they will start to drive. Figuratively speaking. Figuratively? What does that mean? Oh man, I've been in school for like over 11 years?
Not actually.
Figuratively? You said not actual. You can light a fire here with the lighter we have. I can develop the film here. Use this. Thank you. Film B. In Claire A. Not A. My bad. Claire B. We find another one of these things. A different one than this. We'll find both of them. Pictured in front of the Arcus Taylor. Regressed into a zombie within 2 hours. Subject repeatedly complained about severe... Is that like I thought it was Arklay Mountains. Like, when I read this the first time. Because this is the second try I try to read this. Regressed into a zombie within... Okay, got you. Severe agitation of the epidermis in addition to feelings of nausea. Addition to feeling of nausea. This happened up to the moment he lost consciousness. Picture by R. Lambert. Is that photographer? Okay. The film B has been filed. Okay, so for this, we will figure this out later in the next episode. Not today. No, not today. Not today. I don't know. I messed that up by saying that, but you guys know I'm not the best at this stuff. I just wing it and see what happens, you know? The specific clue that it says it's a square hole, right? That's for the crank that we got a while back. I think it's in the... what'd you call it? The dock part, where we have to go into the sewers, that's where we got that thing. Unless that was Claire instead of Claire. I mean, not Claire. Instead of Leon A. I'm getting things confused because I've been playing too much of this game. But, yeah. One last thing to do in this episode is, two things actually, my bad. Defeat a licker and get the red key card. And that would be it for this episode. But that thing took me that long, so I might as well just skip to it. Because we basically explore everything already. Yeah. I'll make this thing shorter. Promise. Hold on. Be right back. Oh, if anyone was wondering what would happen if you go back to the dude, this is what would happen. Not much, though.
There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
If you hit the limit to it, he would just not talk to you when you try and do it again. Obviously, we will be turning on the power to the storage room on the next episode of Resident Evil 2. Yeah. Wow. This game is a great game. It basically inspired what we have today, most likely. Because there's a lot of things that I don't know how to explain it, but you get the idea. Like, our modern games was inspired by this. Yeah. Like Call of Duty, Black Ops, you know? All that stuff. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Don't have a good day. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.